Hi, in this video I am going to present what are the modes of heat transfer and a brief idea of each mode of heat transfer. I am not going to explain in detail of each mode of heat transfer. The individual mode of heat transfer will be explained in the next videos and the links of those videos will be shared in the description of this video. What are the modes of heat transfer? There are three modes of heat transfer. They are conduction, convection and radiation. In these three, each mode of heat transfer has its own mechanism for heat transfer. Practically, they can happen as an individual or any combination of these three. For example, a combination of conduction and convection or combination of convection and radiation or a combination of these three. That is conduction, convection and radiation in a single system. First, conduction. Where does it occur? It occurs in solid materials or stationary fluids. Here, fluids can be liquids or gases. This conduction heat transfer mechanism occurs due to the interaction between the molecules of the material where there is no bulk or macroscopic motion of the substance. For example, heating a pan on a flame of stove. In this, heat transfer occurs from the bottom surface of the pan to top surface of the pan in this direction, and you don't find any motion of the pan material. In this, during the heat transfer, heat causes the vibration of the pan material molecules. The vibration of these molecules leads to collision between the neighboring molecules of the pan material that causes to heat transfer from the hot surface of the pan material to cold surface of the pan. That is, heat transfer occurs from the high temperature to low temperature. This is conduction. Second one is convection. If a fluid is flowing through a flat plate or a pipe, heat transfer occurs either from solid surface to fluid or fluid to solid surface, which depends on the temperature of the fluid and solid surface. Here, fluid can be either liquid or gas. If the solid surface temperature is greater than fluid, heat transfer occurs from solid surface to fluid. If the fluid temperature is greater than solid surface, then heat transfer occurs from fluid to solid surface. Convective heat transfer mechanism is comprised of two mechanisms. They are interaction between the molecules and bulk or macroscopic motion of the fluid. In addition to energy transfer, due to the interaction between the molecules, energy is also transferred by movement of the fluid. Example for convective heat transfer is cooling of electronic components of computer by air circulation. Finally, we can understand that while being convective heat transfer, we can find the movement of the fluid, and heat transfer can be either from solid surface to fluid or fluid to solid surface. Third one is radiation heat transfer. All bodies emit the energy in the form of electromagnetic waves with above 0 Kelvin temperature. If the energy transfer occurs in the form of electromagnetic waves without the presence of any intervening medium, then it is known as radiation heat transfer. The propagation of this electromagnetic radiation is due to the temperature difference, then it is called thermal radiation. Thermal radiation ranges in wavelength from the longest infrared rays through the visible light spectrum to the shortest ultraviolet rays. The range of thermal radiation is between zero point 0.1 to 100 micrometers. The transfer of the heat energy from the sun to the earth is an example of radiation heat transfer. Unlike conduction and convection, radiative heat transfer does not require a medium to pass through. So, it is the only form of heat transfer present in vacuum. In fact, radiation heat transfer occurs most efficiently in a vacuum. Thank you.